We're live. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, just getting a little bit of fasted morning cardio in. So it's a good excuse to get a couple lives in. I haven't done any of the weight vest walks in a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now, but it's an off day from training. I'll have the full day tomorrow for rest, so getting a little bit of cardio and GPP in is not a bad thing. And I'm probably going to wait till considerably later to eat today. I've been eating really heavy on the carbs, especially on the training days during my feed window. But something like a Saturday, I can probably adjust those things to see if I can trim a little fluff off on Saturdays and then go back over to my eating on the other days. We'll see how it goes. I get pretty hungry though. Like I eat a lot even during the feed window, although my stomach has felt a lot better last couple of days going over to the more FODMAP friendly carbohydrates. I don't know how much views I'll get in here. This is really early for a lot of people. Like people on the West Coast, this is like 5 a.m. But people overseas, this could be already into the afternoon, noonish, midday on a Saturday. So they'll be up, all right? But yeah, I'll just walk along, see how all of it goes. Just someone has made some sort of walking stick and it's got left on the ground. Weird. All right. So I don't know how long I'm going to run this. Like I said, I haven't done any of these in a bit. So I thought I would just get out, get a little fresh air, a little walking. Of course, as normal, we're not going to put up with any nonsense in here. I'm pretty much just going to keep all my stuff troll free. I'm going to avoid drama personally, and I'm going to keep the channel clear of all trolling. Just keep it troll free. I don't care about the entertainment value. You know, I just really don't care. I'm here to help people. And I'm going to go back to that. All right, it didn't benefit me in any way to switch to the other, and I don't think it was good for my mindset to run a little bit of time discussing nonsense in the community and drama. It didn't help me either mentally with my goals or even really financially, so why do it? Jason is a 220 kilo squat. Advice to bring the deadlift up. Are you sure you're squatting to depth? I don't think you're squatting to depth with that ratio. Especially at that body weight. If you were really fat, that would explain it, but you're 88 kilograms. So, first of all, make sure you're squatting to depth, all right? Because a leaner guy like that, there's no way you should be squatting more than you deadlift. It's pretty much unheard of. So failing that, figure out where you're weakest and fix it. It's probably your hamstrings or your back somewhere. But that's consultation level stuff, homie. Like there's no way I can answer that in a live stream. Like that is literally set up a consultation, paid consultation with footage. Okay. So that I can analyze it and then look at your program. That is not something that can be done in 5 minutes, and definitely not without video footage. Do you conventional or sumo? Yes. I'm stronger conventional, and I pull conventional at meets. All my state records were conventional. So I prefer conventional, but I believe in training both. I think there's merit to both, especially for my speed work. All right. So how's that for an answer, Dylan? Yep. Yeah, it's good to get out and get this done while it's nice and cool. It's maybe the only one of these I do this week, but I thought I would spend it with you lovely people. What are you doing? I'm walking in a weight vest. I'm wearing 50 pounds, doing some brisk walking for cardio. Best single leg exercise for home gym. Well, since a home gym, I don't know, what equipment do you have? I mean, I guess a split squat. I don't know that there's such a thing as a best single leg exercise anyways. Split squat, step up lunges are largely interchangeable in terms of benefit. Pablo says, yo, that's awesome. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's just about doing our thing, getting fit. I'm noticing the weight vest because I did more upper back work this week. Man, I'm feeling that weight vest on my traps right now, right? I've added the power curls back in. I'm going to put a lot more effort into upper back. I think just rear delts. I've looked at some footage, some turns, and paused at different points so I can see where my delts are when I'm moving and lifting. Definitely got to bring the rear delts up more. I'm very front delt dominant still. So I may just limit those to incline work. I need to work incline back in though. I'm gonna start doing, I think, incline barbell on max effort day. I like the dips, they're doing a lot for me. I may just do dips on speed day after speed benching. On dynamic effort lower, I do plyometrics? Have you ever done that? I've programmed it for clients on camera in vlogs for you guys, and I've done it myself on camera, James. So yes, box jumps definitely have their place in conjugate type training for dynamic effort lower. I just don't feel like doing it right now. I'm old, I don't like to jump that much. But I could always work it back in if I needed to. Also, hit that like button for Daddy, guys. Why do we only have 2 likes? There's like 6 of you guys asking questions. Bunch of people watching, only 2 likes. Hit that like button for Daddy. Come on now. Dylan, I don't know what any of that means that you just wrote. Put that in English. For TRT, I recommend test sip. What are you asking me here? Because if you're talking about using SERMs and things, it does not work that well. And I get it, oh, we're trying to get your production up. They also reduce the IGF-1 levels, which kind of defeats any muscle building benefit from the TRT just went away. That's gone. And then your sex drive still might be a problem. Your dick might not work. So what exactly are you trying to achieve? Why don't you just pen test for TRT? It's like, well, I'm not building any muscle and my dick doesn't work, but my test levels are normal now. Yeah, it's. I think especially if you're a lifter, doing it with SERMs is a super bad idea. Like, you want to gain less muscle, you're going to go on TRT to gain less muscle. That's not TRT. I don't know why they're even calling that TRT. They can call it, we're attempting to boost your test, but TRT means testosterone replacement therapy. They're not replacing your testosterone. They're attempting to get your body to produce its own again to sufficient levels. That is not replacing. So they shouldn't be calling it TRT. But no, I mean, I've never been aware of these things working. I know that they have new generations of stuff, but with Clomid, it was a nightmare. Like horrific results in the past. That's why they tried to make new drugs for it. Like I know the newer one that's come out. You know? Like I remember back when they were trying to use Clomid for that, and dudes were like, all I do is cry all the time and my dick doesn't work, even though my test levels are normal. It's like, yeah, are you going to smoke? What do you mean? I don't smoke anything. What are you talking about? This is a fitness channel. This is a fitness channel, dude. What are you talking about, smoke? People who care about their health don't smoke. I'm not even talking about cannabinoids. Like, even if you found benefits to that in the recovery and relaxation, and there appears there is some, If you're smoking it, you're defeating any of those purposes because you're still killing yourself by smoking it. And that includes vaping. Vaping is deadly. So, and that's not even subject to debate. That's pretty well documented. So what are you talking about? Smoking of any type has no place in fitness. Why? Why would you do that? My opinion. And since it's my channel, my opinion is the one that matters. I mean, as far as the vaping, that's not opinion, but the other part is, right? Nobody wants to be intellectually honest, though. How heavy? I'm wearing 50 pounds right now. My wife smokes, and the only one in my house that didn't. Hey, Sean. What can I say about that? So, because your wife does something unhealthy and she's the only one that doesn't get COVID, you're going to promote the unhealthy, deadly killing thing is good? Like, what are you trying to say? That's like saying, my brother jerks off to rabbit porn and didn't catch COVID. So therefore, like, okay, relevance? I mean, what? My cousin worships Dagon, the sea god, and didn't catch COVID. Do you find that hits your cardio too? Do I find that walking briskly, wearing 50 pounds of weight strapped to my torso affects my cardio? Obviously. That's the idea, homie. That is the idea. Sean, how's it ironic? It's not ironic, it's completely irrelevant. Does that make sense? Like, it's not even a case of irony. It's actually just really an irrelevant factoid. Because I don't think anyone said that smoking is going to automatically destroy your immune system. Jason, why wouldn't Max's work once a month or even? Because they'll detrain. Hey, Mortal, you do know most training responses start detraining within a week, right? So stop and think it through. Just look at basic understanding of training programming. You know, and here's the thing, if you don't understand training programming, why change proven strategies with something of your own if you don't have a deep understanding of how to do it? I don't recommend you do that. That's unwise. I'm just saying. So your exercise do take care. Thank you. Appreciate it. Babu, if running a program, high volume, this is too much for me to read when walking. I'm eating clean diet where I'm losing weight. How can I build strength without changing the program? Eat more carbs, up your food. If you're losing weight, then you're not eating enough. If you're trying to gain strength. So, you know, well, you're talking about your physique versus your strength. Well, and that's fine. But there's going to come a point where if you're losing weight and you're not already at the body weight you want to be at, then this is a problem. So, or also accept that you can't have everything at once. If you're stripping down body weight, you're going to have to accept that strength and muscle gains, even if you're fairly new, are simply going to come a little slower. So if you care more about the other, then you need to up your calorie intake. Oh, but you want to lose weight. Well, then don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. If your physique looks better and you want to lose weight, then accept that during the weight loss phase, the strength isn't going to improve as much. We just accept that, and that's okay. Mortal, with the accessories, no, they'll keep the muscle there, but you're asking me, can you do it and get the same response? No, you cannot give a training stimulus once a month and get the same training response that you will get from doing it once a week. I don't care what the stimulus is, Mortal. We could pick any stimulus. Doesn't have to be max effort. It's going to detrain. Yes, I'm obviously still in Texas, dude. All right, but yeah, no, it's early. It's 7:30 a.m. That's why the weather's mild. It's gonna get hot later. Babu says, but do you need a baseline strength to build? No. The actual building of the baseline strength builds the quality of muscle. But it sounds like you want too many things at once, my friend. You know, Babu, it's like, how do I put it this way? These things take time, and if you're in a weight loss phase right now, you're going to have to accept the other is going to be slower until you get to the body weight you want to get to. That's just how it works. All right. You know, that's kind of like telling me, hey, Jason, I want $1 billion, a dragon, and a harem of women all at the same time. And then life tells you, well, you're going to have to pick one to gain on separate months. You're going to have to pick them separately. You can't have them all in the same week. You know, you have to accrue them at different times. Be like, but that's what I really want. It's like, okay, well, is my generation, we're told growing up, shit in one hand and one in the other. See which one fills up faster. So you're going to have to pick one for this phase. You're going to have to accept that while you were losing weight, the other gains are going to go up much slower. When you get to the desired weight, you can go back to maintenance calories or a very, very, very small surplus and work on both, right? Work on the other then. But, you know, what you're asking is, I can tell you're very new to training. And that's okay. We all learn. What you're asking is unrealistic. You're like, why is my gains coming so slow while I'm losing weight? Well, because you're losing weight. Thoughts of 5-second eccentrics. The weight of evidence shows that 5+ second eccentrics reduce muscle growth. Is this even being debated? 1 minute rest between sets, objectively speaking, all the data that's ever looked at it found that causes less muscle growth too. So what are you talking about? I mean, you could up dose, bro. Use enough steroids, it won't matter. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not gonna up the dose, I'm gonna recommend you don't do those things. Do shoulder presses work the front delt more than the incline press? Not necessarily. Babu says all this is regardless of, hey Babu, you're getting really complicated topic for me walking. This is consultation stuff. Hit me up for a call. I charge $100 an hour and I can work you through all of it. I just did one last night. I do a couple of those a week sometimes. I remember when the bro science used to advocate for 500 plus calorie daily surplus for natties. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just gonna make you fat. What stance is best for the squat if you want the most muscle? It doesn't work like that. Different stances work, different musculature and things going on. So again, you're looking for a best tool without fully stating the job. You have a specific muscle in mind. In theory, if you get any stance that allows you personally to get a deeper knee angle is going to hypothetically improve quads more. But if it allows more hip extension, it's going to get more glute. So there's a lot going on there with that statement. And you're also going to have to deal with your individual biomechanics. So no, there is not a one stance is best for muscle growth. It's just not how it works. So again, there's a bit of nuance to a question like that. All right, guys, I'm going to start heading back towards Casa de Blaha. I live in Texas, I can call it that. All right, that's how it works. Well, could both stances be worked? Yeah, they can be. I mean, we rotate stuff in conjugate all the time with our speed work. Like even my deadlift, like watch my dynamic effort stuff. I do 3-week waves of sumo and conventional back and forth. You could technically do that also, but you're a noob, so why are you worried about advanced training? Just pick a stance that lets you move a lot of weight, feels comfortable, and work it. Get a couple years under the barbell, and then you can worry about the more advanced stuff. Osman, I don't understand your question. Please ask it a different way. He says, what's superior, concentric or eccentric? I mean, am I being forced to pick one? You're not doing both? I guess if I'm only going to pick one, if I was forced to by God and had a setup to do it to where he would just teleport it and I could only do eccentric or concentric reps, I guess I would do concentric. It will have the most benefit towards my goals. But it's kind of a silly question since we're all going to do both. I mean, how many exercises are you realistically only going to do one on? So are you just going to deadlift and release it at the top every rep? Are you going to row and release it? That's going to really hurt on the bench press, by the way. How much weight do you walk with? 50 pounds. Mortal says I'm squatting 155. Wait, so then you're concerned that you're not gaining strength on a cut when you're losing weight and you're already squatting 155 kg? Come on, man, get out of here with that other question. You already know better than that. Homie, you know better. All right, asking me. I'm losing weight with the way I'm dieting. How can I get my strength to go up faster? Quit losing weight. Oh, I thought that was you. I get confused, man, with the different people with the comments. Because I thought I saw that same name ask that other question. I get lightheaded when I walk with the 50-pound vest. So that might be it, Mortal. Yeah, you can rotate stances. That's fine. I do it with lifters all the time. So, okay, so you're not a novice. Never mind. So, apologize for that, Mortal. I totally thought you were that other poster. Yeah, you can rotate stances. Perfectly reasonable. Fair point. My plan was to do explosive concentrics with you. Why are you should never be doing 5-second eccentrics. Just stop. Who told you that? What's the temp? It's pretty hot. It's going to get a lot hotter. That's why I'm doing this early in the morning. What's my favorite dinosaur? I'm going to go with Triceratops. All right. Are seated cable rows as good as barbell rows? No, I don't think so. I think seated cable rows are good exercise, but if you're asking me to say, are they as good overall as a barbell row? I'm going to go with no. Very good choice, sir. Yeah, no, I like the Triceratops. It's a great dinosaur. We need more of those. I'm just kidding. We don't need to bring dinosaurs back. We saw how that went in those movies. All right. I've been digging and tried instant mashed potatoes and eggs. All right. Just be careful with all they put in them. Make sure you get a brand that doesn't have a lot of fillers. Do you have to wear a hat? Why would there be seagulls where I live? Why would they care about it being looking like an egg? What a silly question. Oh man. I can say I've never been harassed by birds while doing one of these walks. I didn't see Conor McGregor interviewed all, and I don't care about conspiracy theory stuff. What? All right. Really? Well, us men, then I'm going to retract any support I have ever had for either of those guys if they really said 5-second eccentrics. If they specifically said 5 seconds, then I'm going to call them on knowing nothing about research, and they should go back and read some basic exercise science studies. Their degrees then are trash and worthless. They clearly didn't read anything. How's that for an answer? If they said 5 seconds, like, because that's what you just told me. If they specifically said 5 seconds and they advocate 5-second eccentrics and they have exercise science degrees, this is a problem. Have they not read any research on muscle growth? All right, is Max, so Max is injured. Yeah, he made videos on it. He discussed it. Will you sell me your pants? $300. You have to hit me up on OnlyFans. All right. Their recommendation was a rep can last between 2 and 8 seconds. Why did they say 8? That seems problematic. Do you think it's possible to put on a good amount of muscle past 50 years old? My opinion's irrelevant. It's been done many times by coaches and trainers. So why do we need an opinion on something that has been proven to be doable over and over and over? Right? No opinion required. All right. So 3 seconds. No, I didn't say 3 seconds is a sweet spot. All the data shows 1 to 4 seconds is completely identical. There's no need to care about it. All the data I've ever seen on eccentric reps over the decades shows 1 to 4 seconds. Anywhere in that range produces identical results. So no, 3 seconds is not the sweet spot. We could say 1 second's the sweet spot. We could say 2, so that's your range. And when you go over or under, there seems to be a loss. So 5 seconds is a problem. Hence why when you said 5 seconds, that literally adding that second has been shown to reduce muscle growth. So if they're saying 5 seconds, this is a problem. I've never tracked my steps in my life. No idea. All right, guys. I'm home. I'm going to wind it down. Love all you guys and gals, and I'll talk to you next time.